How's it going, everyone? My name is Sinikle, and welcome back to the house in Fata Morgana. So last one was quite a bit. We learned that Maria is betraying both Jacob and the white-haired girl. So that's interesting. And Jacob's still a complete idiotic douchebag, major dumbass. Can't figure some things out if he would just think about it. You know, the whole meme, think motherfucker, think blah 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 from Invincible. Okay, I'm done. Anyways, yeah, that all happened last time. If you want to watch that, link to the playlist, as always, is down in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. But we're going to go ahead and continue on now. Let's do that, shall we? Let's move along. The white-haired girl's persistent letters did not improve anything, but simply stoked the flames of misunderstanding. Yay! This continued on for several months. Holy fuck, time skip. Though outside the sun shone with the gentle warmth of spring, the cold bitter winds of winter still relentlessly blew between Jacob and his wife. Not allowed to leave her shed, and never receiving a reply to her letters, the white-haired girl's only source of information was Maria. Week after week, her circumstances remained the same, but something else was beginning to show signs of change. Her mental state. I would assume so. It's pointless, madam. You are only wasting your time at this point. I saw him throw your letter into the fireplace. He's not going to read anything you write, no matter how much of your soul you pour into it. He cares more about money and work than love. That's the kind of man he is. Just give up and file for divorce already. No. I will get through to him. Everything will go back to normal. I have faith. All my letters may go up in flames, but my faith will not be lost with them. As long as I keep writing, eventually I will get through to him. So I cannot stop. I cannot. Do you have any idea what he says about you, madam? Jacob doesn't trust you in the slightest. He goes around calling you a witch, a man-eating devil woman. It's awful. There's no one as pure and as beautiful as you. He says, I am a witch? Listen to me, madam. He never for a second actually loved you. He just wanted to influence... What? Oh, sorry. That says the, not to. He just wanted the influence attached to your name. Wanted to mingle with the upper class. He used you. But last year, when we went out together, he gave me the Finicus wheel at the photography shop. He had the owner make it specially for me. He was just trying to win your favor. If he really cared for you, he wouldn't have gotten you a paper toy. He would have gotten you something like a ring or a necklace or some perfume, a nice dress. Something women really like. Has he ever given you anything like that? He doesn't have any feelings for me? I'm sorry. I just couldn't stand to see you going through this, but I don't know when to shut my fat trap. I went too far. The last thing I need to be doing is hurting you worse. You know, for everything I've said. Your unwavering dedication is really impressive, madam. I know I've suggested you to get a divorce, but to be honest, part of me kinda doesn't actually want you to split up. Despite knowing you staying with him is just causing you pain. You've made it this far. I'd like to see you make it all the way. Maybe he actually will start paying attention. Your sweetness can melt even his heart of steel. Yes, you're right. I will keep waiting. Keep writing. And I will not divorce him. Yeah, alright. But please, keep delivering my letters to him. You are my only remaining connection to the outside world. Oh, yes, one more thing. If it is not too much trouble, could you tell me how he has been and what he has been doing lately? I do not have much else to write about. So if I could at least relieve him of some of his work-related stress. I am his wife after all. I should be able to do that much for him. I am his wife. Her dedication to him was perhaps closer to an obsession, but she did not seem to be conscientious to the fact of that her obsession was killing her. She was visibly losing weight, and her spirit was breaking down. It is said that emotions fade with time, but the opposite can also be true. The fact of waiting, the fervently believing, for so many months, despite the object of one's affections not returning them, can tear apart a person's heart, crush their soul, shatter their spirit. No matter how radiant, how thick-skinned they may be, with enough time it will wear anyone down. No one is immune. Ain't that the damn truth? It's pointless, Jacob. Wait all you want. You won't get her back. If she's going to be writing letters, she could at least write one for you. She looks so pure, pretty as an angel. But God Almighty, it is only how she looks. You've changed a bit.
What? Have I?
The old you would be yelling and screaming, chomping at the bit to go storming in on the madam. Now you just go quiet.
I'm just a little tired.
You could break it off then. What? You've already made a name for yourself in high society. Nobody's gonna suddenly start ignoring you. You've more than put her family name to good use. To put it in your own words, it's no longer necessary. This isn't something I really want to say, but the madam has never liked you. She was married off to a total stranger and forced to leave her home. I'm sure she felt very lonely, alone, and so she sought the companionship of other men. Anyone who wasn't you probably seemed quite attractive to her. So, without getting violent or threatening to kill her or anything, just end it already, quietly and without a fuss. It will be easier for you that way.
I cannot.
Because you still love her? That's wonderful, Jacob. After everything, you still love her. That's just blind, slavish devotion at this point.
Perhaps it is foolish, unhealthy obsession, but I still do not wish to sever ties with her. I cannot get the image of her smile out of my head. The look of utter elation on her face as she looked through the phonoscope. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to attempt it. You can't make me.
You can't do it.
Anyway, what?
Those captivating eyes beneath the veil at our wedding. I will never, for as long as I live, forget those sights.
Color me surprised. You're a sentimental one. Well, I guess you always have been kind of mushy, haven't you? True to your heart, despite how you may look. That's not a bad thing, though, in my book. There's nothing but pain in it for you now, but all you can do is wait until she stops writing. But don't worry. If you need to let off some steam, I'm all ears. I'll be here for you until she breaks it off with the other men.
No, that will not be necessary.
What?
I know very well that things cannot continue on as they are forever. I knew it from the beginning, and still couldn't do anything. This time, I'm planning on facing her myself.
You serious, Jacob?
Yes. I've relied on you for too long. I was afraid of what I might do to her. I didn't want anyone to find out that my wife was being unfaithful, and I thought the best way to ensure that was by locking her up, away from anyone else. But this situation is not going to improve unless I do something. If I allow things to continue as they are, sooner or later word of her infidelity will leak. So before that happens, I must face her myself. I must do something.
It's probably best if you didn't. I'll tell her anything you want to make sure things start improving.
I appreciate everything you've done, and I apologize for getting you involved in our troubles. But I'm going to end it now. No, I must put an end to it. This is a problem between me and her.
You might get violent again if you go and see her face to face.
Yes, I might. I might do something that would rather look bad for me.
Look rather bad for me. I fucked up those two. Whoops.
But it's reached a point where, until the two of us face up to each other, it's never going to go that way. It's never going to go away.
Oh my god, why? Sorry for fucking up a bit. Oh boy.
It took me far too long. I wasted too much time trying to find my resolve.
I see. You'll need a way to break the ice then.
Break the ice?
Right. If you've got some convenient excuse to talk to her, it will reduce some tension and make it easier to bring up what you need to bring up, right?
Here's an idea.
That transcontinental railroad you've been funding. Why would that break up? What? Wait. What? Why would that break the ice? Oh, you know what? Whatever. Just whatever. Continue on, Sinikle. Alright, I'm sorry. That's supposed to be opening up pretty soon, right?
Yes, it is.
There'll be a message by telegraph when it happens, right? You can ask her to be there to hear it. And then you can invite her to ride the first train. You've put your heart and soul into this project, and it's finally being realized. It's going to be an amazing day for you, and a day like that's ripe for more good things to happen. It's going to be the accomplishment of a lifetime. Don't look so down in the dumps. You are sending trains across these massive continents, carrying on them the people of this country's dreams. Who says you can't stick a dream of your own on top of it too?
Right. Yes, you have a point. A railroad that spans from coast to coast. She's a sickly girl, which makes long trips difficult. But this new rail system should make them much less draining. It would allow me to show her the world. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm getting excited myself. It will go great, I'm sure of it. Yeah. The way this is setting up is a little chaotic. Oh boy. There she goes laughing. Alright. Oh my god, my fucking sides! Okay. Seriously. They're a goddamn riot, the both of them. They keep on trusting me and keep on getting hurt. They don't have to be going through any of this. Ah, my god, Maria, you are terrible. At least she admits it. Right? Is that the takeaway, though? Is that it? At least she admits. Right? No? I kind of figured. And these people call me the Holy Mother. I bet the real Mary's rolling in her fucking grave. Now, I must say, I wasn't expecting you to make a move, Jacob. A shame that the squirming loser paralyzed by insecurity is a better role for you. If they do end up figuring it out, tough shit. Doesn't hurt anything, just takes away a bit of my fun. Can you dish out the deets on what you plan? What's your end goal here? Can I get any information on that? No? Okay. We gotta string out the reader, little by little, until he goes fucking mentally insane! I said insane? I can't even say words right. Insane. That's what I meant to say. But by me messing up the word insane might prove that I am actually insane. Double entendre. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand why he's so infatuated with this railroad. I mean, I do sort of get romanticizing steel, but my kind of steel's a little smaller scale. Anyway, I suppose it's about time to get things moving. Ooh. No matter how this plays out, you will not have a happy ending, Jacob. You are going to get a real taste of just how much I despise you. Maria! Oh, there you are. What is it? I'm on break right now. You were assigned to clean the cellar today, weren't you? Well, head maid saying it hasn't been done yet. Ooh. What? I did! I cleaned it! Just a casual once-over, but hey. Well, do it again. And do it right this time. Because if you don't, it's gonna fall on me. And that's supposed to make me, I don't know, give a damn? I mean it. You take care of it now. You get enough special treatment as it is. Yeah, right. I heard you the first time. I'll take care of it. And don't you forget it. Oh, for God's sake. Why should I have to be one to tell her? Is she gone? Ugh, what a pain. Who cares if the damn cellar is clean? Not like anyone's bringing guests down there. Yeesh. I guess I should take care of it. Better that than a tongue lashing by the head maid. God, why did I have to be a maid anyway? Probably for your whatever scheme to work? Dumb prick. What a dank place. Hey! What year was this again? Jokes aside. What a dank place. Ugh, it's so dark and humid down here. Makes me feel gross. Humid air tends to do that, yes. Can I just say, it is not a shot at anyone, by any means.
But I, myself personally, can't stand humid air, okay? I need that shit gone. I don't like the summer at all because of it. My lord. Ugh. Anyway. Someone there? Hello? Hello? Is anyone in here? It came from further in. Wow, it's seriously dusty in here. Who was supposed to clean this last week? Yep. Well, clean the whole damn thing next time, damn it! Just makes my job harder. Oh. Disgusting. Ugh. Damn cobwebs. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. I do not want to clean this. Oh. Ow, ow! Oh, for God's sake. Stack this stuff properly. Now I've got to fix this whole mess. Ah, for the love of... What's this? Something carved into the floor. Never noticed this before. Someone get bored one day. What do we have here? Ah, it's mostly illegible. Let's see. It's not written in English, but my native tongue. But it's not modern. It's really archaic. Why on earth would an old form of my my country's language, be carved into the floor of a mansion built here in the New World? Most of it's illegible, but I can make out one section. Our lives. Our lives shall be forfeit to the witch's curse. Nevertheless, we must lay bare those with sin upon their souls, for the redemption of those whom are pure. Should ye mean not to dispel your curse, we implore of you, O witch, to mark with it only their bloodlines. The blood of the sinners flows through those who dwelt within this house, but not I. What's in the... A witch? That's crazy. That's crazy. But why does the handwriting look like mine? It's just coincidentally similar. No one's handwriting is perfectly unique after all. Why am I so sweaty? It's not that hot down here. Nope, forget it. Didn't see a thing. Not a chance it's real. Just a tasteless prank. This is silly. There's something in this box. That painting? Was that always been here? White hair, fair skin. Is this the madam? But then, why is the face all torn up? Oh my fucking God, it's the painting from the first chapter! What? Wait, is it? I don't remember. And her clothes look really old-fashioned. Yeah, okay. The painting seems worn and faded too. Something about it feels off. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's very creepy. Unsettling. It's gotta be, right? Huh. This is very weird. The writing on the floor and this painting. What is with this house? Wouldn't you like to know? Just the painting. Nothing to get weirded out over. I bet I know what happened. Jacob probably slashed it up in a fit of jealousy. He is a simple man. Seeing this probably wouldn't put him in the best of mood. Oh, let me guess, she brings it up, huh? Yeah. Oh, great. Perfect.
What was that? Is someone there? The door is open? Nobody's there. What's this? A painting? Who could have left it here?
Is it going to show it? Please show it, please.
Is that me? Why? But my face, it's been cut. No. Why would someone have this painted? Just to do this? Who would do such a thing?
You are like a witch, my dear. Like a demon. Your very presence brings misfortune upon others. You are cursed. A memory? Yeah. Huh. Okay, so we're getting some answers, I think, here. Very interesting. Was not expecting this at all.
No, I am not. I am not. Was it you, Jacob? Did you have this painted so you could destroy it? Do you really despise me to that extent? Why do you? What did I ever do to make you hate me so? Why? I all I am doing is waiting for you.
You worthless tramp. Are those ears only for show? This house has no need for a garden. I always thought you had at least some sense of taste. Silence! It's all your fault, every last thing. Then say goodbye to your freedom. I'll kill you.
Does the mere act of waiting impose upon you? Does my mere presence pervert you? Would it be better if I were gone? Would it be better if I left this mansion? If I left you? I don't think I can wait much longer. There's no end in sight. I can't take it anymore. There is no end. No. I will set a deadline for when I give up waiting. When the project you pour your heart and soul into is complete. When the railroad opens, I will be finished waiting. And then it's over.
Oh boy. Alright, too short. Too short. We'll let it continue on. I'm not gonna post another 30-minute video. I'm sorry about that. The Pacific Railroad's last spike ceremony was drawing near by the day. That day was, coincidentally, the deadline the two of them had set for themselves. Jacob to confront his wife, and the white-haired girl to wait for him. And as that day approached, she continued to write letters. She wrote the letters purely by force of habit, despite having been worn visibly thin. I expect that she could not stop, but the fact of writing was all that kept her from going mad. By focusing her attention on another person through her letters, she was able to maintain her grip on herself. But that day would put an end to her suffering and despair. When the railroad was completed, all their misunderstandings would be cleared up. They would return to be smiling. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Whoops. They would return to the smiling, happy couple they had been when they were first married. the harsh winter would finally come to a close, melting away into the past and allowing them to step into the future. With constant prayer in my heart, I impatiently awaited the railroad's opening ceremony. I do not, after all, wish for anyone to fall into any kind of misfortune. And that goes for you as well, Master. Now, Master, the door is soon to be shut upon this era. Are you prepared to see what happens next? I see. Very well. Then, allow us to make our way to that final day. See with your own eyes, Master, how this tale concludes. And please, do not let go of my hand. Okay, so basically it's letting me know that this is the last bit. Okay. Good to know. In that case, I may actually make this into a very long one. So I did promise there would be a third video this week, but I might have to push it back by a day or two. Unfortunate, but oh well. The night before the opening ceremony, the master of the house headed for his wife's shed. You mean prison? Oh my god, I had a weird cough. There was a tension on his face, but a serenity in his step. He had found resolve to speak to her. Having locked her away for so long in the shed like a common prisoner, Jacob was hardly optimistic about what she might say to him. He had undeniably mistreated her, said heartless and cruel things to her, and even gotten physically violent with her. His actions were inexcusable, even if they were in response to her infidelity, which was all false. Of course, the very infidelity which had driven him to such behavior had not in fact taken place, but he was unaware of that. Duh. There was a chance they would never reconcile their misunderstandings, and that this predicament would not have a positive resolution. But he still clung to a tiny fragment of hope. Oh my god! Umineko? Ikulashi? Oh my god, they're looking down upon me! No! He wanted to start over with the white-haired girl, to make a new future with her. With that desire burning strong in his heart, he stood before the door to her shed. Let's be real here, prison. And called out to her. Are you awake? I'm a little bit tired to do his voice, but do I even remember how to do it? I always forget how I oh shit. Are you awake? It's me, Jacob. May I come in? I won't hurt you. I will not raise my hand against you again. I swear to you, I will do you no harm. I just wish to speak. I would like to have a calm, rational conversation. And as such, I will not enter your room until you have given me your permission. So may I please come in? You won't even give me a response. All right. Considering how you must feel about me, I shouldn't be surprised. Fine. Then you don't have to let me in. But please at least hear me out. Do you remember the day, shortly after we first met, when we went on our honeymoon? If you can even call the little walk we took a honeymoon. I was unable to do anything nice for you then either. I had no experience, no idea how to interact with an upper-class woman like you. I didn't know what I should do for you. And yes, I know.
That makes me sound juvenile. I have a tendency to say things I don't mean the more perturbed I get. I'm sure I said things to hurt you numerous times that day. However, at the photography shop, when you saw the Sinikle wheel, or scope, you smiled for me. I was genuinely pleased in that moment. I felt like I had gotten closer to you. I very much doubt that was actually an appropriate present for a noble woman like yourself. Jewels or flowers or something like that, something beautiful, would have certainly suited you better. And I knew that, but I assumed you would have been given gifts like that countless times in the past. You are, after all, a beautiful woman. I did not want to have a complete of the, what? Oh, whoops, I added an L there, I don't know why. I did not want to have to compete, there we go, on the same field as those other men. I wanted to be special. No, I wanted to be unique to you. No one had ever shown you anything of the sort before, had they? Frankly, I wasn't sure if a woman of your status would take any interest in a Sinikle wheel at all. I imagine you've thrown it out by now, if I choose to believe you sincerely liked it on that day. That, if just for a one moment I caught your eye, even if you started seeing other men afterwards, that moment was real.
I can't tell with his accent if I just said wheel. Shit, whoops. That moment was... that moment was real. Motherfucker. I can't stop it now. Oh, fuck. I need a drink of water. One moment. Oh, my lord. Even though I'm not streaming, I'm doing this live. I'm not editing this out. Nah. It's too funny not to.
That moment was real, wasn't it? Our marriage was, at its core, nothing but an arrangement between our parents, an exchange of money and influence. That was how it began. But that day, I loved you. I yearned to see you smile, as if I had loved you my entire life. The Pacific Railroad has finally been completed. That's the project I've been funding. Everyone thought it was crazy, but a railroad now stretches across the breadth of this country. A joining ceremony will be held tomorrow. It's going to be a grand event. Locally, they are planning on doing a gun salute. And the sound of the last spike being driven into the ground will be transmitted across the country via telegraph. Ooh, fancy. I have procured a telegraph, so we can listen to it here in the mansion. In your condition, you would probably have trouble handling the crowds at the telegraph station. But here, you could celebrate in the comfort of your own home. I suppose what I'm saying is, I want to celebrate this with you. I have made arrangements to make that possible for you, because I wish to have you there with me. Would you be willing, tomorrow, to celebrate the completion of the Pacific Railroad with me? Would you be there at my side? Please, say something. I want to start over. I know very well what I've done to you. You may be at fault yourself, but what I did was unacceptable.
Okay, hold the fucking phone. That's not a good way to go about it, my man. It's already too late, but anyway.
But what I did was a consequence of my overpowering love for you. I swear it. Why? Why will you not answer me? Say something. Anything. Please! Please! You can hear me in there, can't you? If you don't want to, you can just say no. If you do reject me, I'll set you free. I won't hurt you, I promise. The door is not locked. Who opened it? Hello?
Odd. A humid spring breeze brushed against his cheeks. The drawn lace curtains appeared to glow in the gentle moonlight. The white-haired girl was not in her room.
Where have you gone?
Stupefied, he glanced about his wife's chambers. To my eyes, the neatly organized room appeared no different than any other day. But to his eyes, it was pale and hollow. The one who was supposed to be there, who was supposed to be waiting for him, was not present. He could not hear her voice from anywhere in the shed. In its place echoed a dry rustling, a sad, pitiful, empty whisper of the noise. It came from a lone object left abandoned atop her desk.
The vinegascope.
It was the one present Jacob had ever given the white-haired girl, a toy made of paper. When spun and viewed in a mirror, it created the illusion of a man and woman dancing.
You still had this? That's ridiculous. I assumed you had thrown it out.
The white-haired girl had evidently made considerable use of the vinegascope. The paper was visibly worn and tattered, warped in places, and had even begun to yellow. It spun slowly in the wind, rustling and rustling and rustling, spinning in an endless reminder of that day of the year before, though there was no longer anyone around to look through it.
Why, but you were with other men. Why would you keep something I gave you? It's so worn. Why? A letter.
Beneath the ever-rotating vinegascope lay a single sheet of paper. As if drawn to it, he scanned the contents of the parchment. It was a letter addressed to... I don't know what that translates to English, but... Kyle Jacob. I butchered the hell out of it, but... oh well. Oh, translated as follows. Okay, great. Alright, what is it? My beloved. Aww. Okay.
My beloved Jacob.
Oh, shit. Huh, this is new. Alright.
Did the fruits of your dream turn out as you had hoped? I am sure it was a wonderful...
Wait, why is some of it, like, spaced out like that? Is that... I mean, I'm probably reading too much into it. It's probably just how it's... I don't know. Forget about it. I should just not look at it, right? I'll just continue.
I am sure it was a wonderful and impressively fast. A train that can travel across a continent as large as this is like something out of a story.
Okay, no, now it's doing it. Okay, it's on purpose, right? It's gotta be.
I wish I could have been there to see it. I'm sure it would have been quite pleasant,
Like the day you gave me the Finicus wheel. Am I being presumptuous? I'm sorry. I thought I would keep waiting for you forever. No matter how much you hated or ignored me. But I made up my mind, so I'm sorry. I decided I would wait for you until the railroad was completed. I foolishly thought that you might invite me to the opening ceremony. But it seems I am not good enough for you. I am going to take my leave of your house. So you needn't concern yourself with me any longer. Oh, shit. Why is it doing that? I don't like it doing that. I don't know why it's doing it. Please stop. No. However, I do have one request. Please do not forget about all the letters I wrote. Think back on them from time to time. Do not burn them all, for they contain my thoughts, my feelings, my words, a record of my love for you. Remember, when you can, that I was always watching you. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble writing. My ears are ringing. There's a voice whispering to me, calling me a witch. Maybe it is your voice. My vision is blur. I'm not even sure what is going through my mind. I'm sorry this was all I was able to write for you. I'm truly sorry. I will leave the Finicus wheel behind. It was my dearest treasure. Farewell. I loved you. Damn. Date and all. Why would it actually give me a full-on date? I mean, kind of like, so far, we've only been given years, right? But now we've been given May 8th. Huh. Interesting. What? What the hell is this? He was visibly rattled. And unsurprisingly so. The mention of the Transcontinental Railroad's opening ceremony, the letter she had written, her dearest treasure, her profession of love for him, and above all, the mangled text that appeared to have been written by someone not entirely in their right mind. Oh, that's why it was... Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Everything about it served to amplify his befuddlement. You waited for me. How can that be? The joining ceremony is tomorrow. It hasn't happened yet. Why did you have to leave then? I'm here. I came for you just as I planned. The ceremony is on the 10th. His second letter. Jacob gasped. Ah! The date written on the letter was the day prior, May 8th. Okay, hold on. The ceremony is on the 10th. The ceremony is tomorrow. The day prior, May 8th. I'm confused. All right, there's a translation issue here. But I'm gonna overlook it. I get it. Okay. Cute. All right. Originally, the ceremony was planned to be held on the May 8th, blah, blah, blah. Oh. However, due to bad weather and the labor dispute, it had been postponed for 2 days. Okay, so don't say tomorrow then. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Okay. It's a little confusing. I guess I'll overlook it, though. I guess maybe not a translation issue. I guess. This can't be.
I made sure you were informed. I told Maria. The madam is having an affair. Maria. No, you couldn't.
Scattered fragments of memory began coming together in his mind. Maria was the only one who had informed him of his wife's supposed unfaithfulness. And though the letters had not been addressed to him, thinking back on it, they had all been about him. In one letter, she had mentioned treasuring a gift. Jacob had assumed it meant a gift from another man. But in fact, she had been referring to the Sinikle's wheel sitting atop her desk, still spinning in the wind. At long last, he finally made that connection. And at the same time, he realized that the only person who could have altered the letters was someone they both trusted.
Maria! Never. She never even once betrayed me. She was not unfaithful at all. She waited unwaveringly for me. And I refused to believe her. I caused her pain again and again.
But his realizations came far too late. The white-haired girl's spirit had broken, and she was no longer at the mansion. Had he caught on to Maria's machination? How do you pronounce this? Fuck it. Machinations sooner, things would not have turned out as they had. But he was much too late.
Maria, why? Why would you do this?
Clenching the letter from his wife, Jacob stormed out of the shed in search of Maria. But she was not in the room assigned to her.
Where are you? Where have you gone? Maria!
Several maids were roused from the slumber by the racket, but no one had the courage to speak up if the master of the house frantically charged through the halls. Eventually, he arrived at his own bedchambers, or chamber. Same thing. He was certain he had closed the door before leaving, but now a sliver of light shone through the gap between it and the frame. From within the room, he thought he could sense someone's presence. When he opened the door, there he saw, comfortably perched upon his own chair, a woman.
I've been waiting, Jacob.
No. Oh, shit. Damn! What? Oh, God. Put that face away. Okay. Okay. I retract that first damn. Alright? Because together with that face, Oh, fuck. Sinikle, you suck. You're not sly at all. I know it. Nice room you got here. Though I guess that's only natural, you being the man of the house and all. All these fancy furnishings. You do know this stuff's too good for you, right? And then me. I get that barren little maid's room. Drives me up the wall. So, hey, Jacob. Ah! Full framed! Oh, God. Clear the air with your little lady yet?
Maria!
I love that look on your face.
I'm guessing you didn't make things better then?
You know good and well that she's not even here anymore.
Well, yeah. But I still want to hear you say it, you know? I want to hear from your own mouth that you couldn't keep a leash on your woman. So you locked her up, drove her mad, broke her down, and then she ran away from you. Go on, say something. Climb back on your high horse and start shouting like you always do.
Why, Maria? Why would you do this?
Why? Why do you think?
Oh, God. What was that?
Because I fucking despise you. I've been trying to figure out how I wanted to end things, but then they just fell apart on their own. The fates are smiling upon me now, I guess.
Nonsense. She was waiting for me until the day of the joining ceremony. And I was going to see her on that day. You knew the ceremony had been postponed.
That's what you get for putting it all in my hands. For thinking I'm the only one on your side. What, did you think I'd just tell her like a good little maid? Not a chance in hell! I mean, talk about some fantastic news. You both picked the same day, but you've got the dates different. Absolutely perfect.
Maria, is that how you've always felt? How long have you held this grudge against me?
Did I just suddenly go a little bit into Scottish territory there? Oh my god, what the hell was that? I don't know. I don't even know myself. I'm just trying to like go to the extreme for these moments, you know? But sometimes I go a little bit overboard. Just a little bit.
How long?
How long? Okay, can you please stop doing that? I don't want a close-up on her ugly mug. Ugh. How goddamn dense can you be?
Gasp.
Must be nice living in your own little fantasy world, Jacob. And this is the next cup of familia. Oh my god, my sides.
So you've always hated me?
At the very least. I've fucking loathed you since the minute we had our reunion.
Ah. Okay. So what we saw of their flashback moment. Okay, so something between that moment and then their reunion. Something happened. I wonder what.
At first I did try to convince myself you had your reasons. Didn't make it feel any less unfair, though. You had all your money and all your power and everything else you stole from me.
Oh, okay. That's all, huh? Kind of cliche. Oh well.
And then you go and get hitched to this pretty little lady. Oh, don't try to act like you're the victim here. This is all on you. Do you have any idea how I felt? Fallen from grace. Made your goddamn maid. Having to suck up to you. Do you have any idea how infuriating that was? Or did you think I didn't know anything? Did you think I didn't suspect anything? If you did, then you've got your head way up in the clouds. So you were motivated by your grudge against my family, the Berzatis. Precisely. That's exactly it. Your father wanted so badly to be the Capa Familia, wanted so badly to be in power, that he murdered my dad and grandpa.
They say it was a carriage accident, but the ground was all torn to hell where it happened. You want to tell me what kind of carriage accident caused it to explode? As soon as my dad and grandpa died, your dad took over the Kappa Familia. The balance of the power of the factions began to change. The family and anyone that ties with the how do you pronounce this again? Shit. Campanella? Campanellas. There you go. Sound it out, Sinikle. Oh, shut up. Was either exterminated or exiled. The Berzatzis took control of the city. My grandpa's Casca became your Casca. No one in their right mind would be naive enough to think the Berzatzis didn't have a hand in that. Oh my god, it's gonna keep making me say it, huh? Alright. The great Campanella family bitten by their pet dog. Except the dog had rabies. And as a result in time, that lush historic land will wither away and die. What the fuck is this song, by the way? It's kind of distracting me a little bit. Ugh. Ugh. My dad and grandpa, buried in that dried up earth, are screaming in their graves even now. You can't prove me wrong, can you, Jacob? And now, first in line to be the next Kappa Familia is you, his son. Naturally. Feels pretty good, don't it? Slaughtering my family, leaving us to wallow in the mud. While you live here like a fucking king. Because of what your family did. I don't have a home to go back to anymore. No house, no prestige, I have nothing left. That's goddamn outrageous. The Campanellas are supposed to run that city. But instead, you filthy Berzazzi curs are crawling over it like some kind of infestation. I am a legitimate Campanella. But I'm stuck being your goddamn maid. If I hadn't been born a woman, I would have become the Kappa Familia after my dad and grandpa died. But because I'm a woman, I couldn't retaliate. I just had to sit on my hands and watch the tragedy unfold. It was absolutely miserable. So I had to make you suffer as well. I had to make you as... No. I had to make you twice as miserable as I was. You had no reason to hate anyone but me. Why did you make her a part of this? Did you have some grudge against her too? Not particularly. I actually rather liked the madam. Sweet, pretty, kind-hearted, timid, and fragile. Twisted every word I said. Trusted. Whoops. Yeah, she twisted. Trusted every word I said, a splendid little toy. You thought of her as your toy. Now. Can you really call me out like that? You can't. You have no right. You never cared one bit about anyone else. They're all footstools to you. It's a little too late to find yourself a sense of morality. This whole thing, it could have been avoided if you two just had a single conversation. But instead, the both of you come crawling to me, saying, "You're my only ally, Maria." How dense can you be? Of course. I thought you were my ally. I trusted you, as I'm sure she did too. Then you should get your eyes examined, because you can't see a damn thing. Maria. My God, it was beautiful.
The way you two blindly trusted me, creating your own misunderstandings and causing your own pain. How you could never seem to get on the same page. Watching it all fall apart. Malia, is that everything? The extent of your grudge and all you did? Yep. That's everything. All that's left is for me to kill you. Oh my gosh, he's got a gun, duck! Hold still now. I wouldn't want to miss. Malia, you. Does our past mean nothing to you? Was that oath just an empty promise? How could it, when you remember so clearly? Fine. I'll explain it to our little romantic boy. Bad grown-ups will even take advantage of good memories. It's time I finally returned this to you, Jacob. The cartridge you gave me, packed with your disgusting sentimentality.
Oh my gosh, he's using the bullets. How dare you?
Killing you ain't the end, though. All you berserkers. I'll send every last one of you straight to hell. My revenge has just begun. Even if you had been a man, you wouldn't have been a suitable cup of familiar. You should have aimed between my eyes, Maria. Jacob? Oh, shit! Oh, fuck!
Shit. I might have to blur that little dot on her forehead. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that poor little dot on her forehead. Yikes. Just a tiny little blur. Just a few pixels. Yikes. Maybe not. Maybe I can leave it in there. I guess I'll see you in the future, huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean, why? Wait, what do you mean, why?
Why?
Is that a real question? What do you mean?
In the panic, I pulled the trigger, and from the barrel, a bullet went flying. Quite literally right between her eyes. Would anyone ever believe me if I said this wasn't how I wanted things to turn out?
Oh god, not another flashback. No!
The rain just keeps on coming.
Oh, it keeps on coming, it keeps on coming, it keeps on coming. Okay. You got that reference? No? Yeah, well.
Wonder if we'll be able to go home today.
Hey, Jacob!
Say something, you little wuss. Be quiet. You're gonna give me a headache. The lightning's way louder than me.
Eek!
Ah!
You jumped, Jacob. You're such a baby. You jumped too.
And stop calling me that. Don't be scared. Don't cry.
I am not crying. Your eyes are damp too.
I'm not crying. Not at all. Not one bit.
Liar! There's no end to this rain, is there?
I'm fine. If it doesn't stop.
There's nothing at home for me. You don't want to go home?
Your parents don't get along, huh? That's got nothing to do with you.
Wait, what? Got nothing to do with it. Okay, whoops.
Liar. You've got it good. Everyone loves your grandpa. Whenever anyone needs something, they come to him. Now there's a great man. Huh? How did my grandpa become part of this? Oh, no reason. Not everyone likes him. He gets just as much hate as love. Grandpa's not really a model citizen. He's mostly just shrewd. Are you jealous? I'm not. My old man is, though. Huh, is he now? Well, your dad's got his good points too, I think. Like, I don't know, he seems like the kind of man who can accomplish big things. Though he seems a lot stricter than my grandpa. Oh, come on, I don't get you. What are you clamming up for? No reason. If you don't want to go home, then how about we go somewhere far away from here? Huh? Once it stops raining, let's get out of here. Head up to the capital, find some work. We could make it to work, the two of us. Oh, and we'll bring Nero, of course. If we could. That would be nice. Break free from this city and its outdated traditions. Head somewhere bigger, more forward-thinking. If only it were possible. It's all right, Maria. I know you were just joking. We wouldn't be able to find work anyway. If the two of us ran off, we'd be starving in a month. You'd have to be blind not to see that. Right. Let's go home once the rain lets up. Yeah, once it does. But until then, I know, let's sing. Sing even louder than the lightning. Then maybe you'll stop crying, Jacob. I am not crying. Come on, let's sing. La 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 lilo la lilo la lilo la lilo la 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 la. I actually wish there was a bit of singing happening in the background to go with the, you know. Oh well. Oh, everything stopped and it's fading to black, and there's text. Maria. I may not put it into words, but I trust you understand that I consider you a dear friend. Who's talking? I thought it was... Oh no, I guess not. Maybe not? I don't know. I'm confused at this point. I kind of wish it told you who was talking, but yeah, well. Fuck the readers! Okay. Listen to me, Jacob. My actions were justified. I did what I did for the betterment of the city, this land. The Campanellas are too conservative. Under their control, this country will atrophy. Progress will continue to lose steam. If we don't push forward, we'll fall further and further behind. Before long, you will be made the next Capofamilia. But until that day, you will cross over to the New World and establish the Casca there. Unify us, bolster us, make us strong. I'll hand things over back here. I won't let the Campanellas try and strike back. What? You want Maria to... It's dangerous to keep a Campanella but so close by. She has to be taken care of. If you insist. But do not let your guard down. He did. Betrayal is a constant companion in this world. I'm giving you my revolver. Keep it on you at all times. Glory everlasting upon our blood, and upon this earth. So it is Jacob. Right now, right? I guess. The best I can give you is a job as my maid. If I show you any more If I show you any more obviously preferential treatment, the Brzatsis are liable to step in. Money, power, respect. And enough authority to not take orders from anyone. I thought that if I could obtain all that, I would be able to give you your freedom. And her as well. I wanted to give you both comfortable lives. But none of that got through to either of you. I'm actually convinced that was not Jacob speaking, maybe? I don't know. Again, not clear. How am I supposed to know? Everything is slipping through my fingers. Her love, my friendship with Maria, both of their smiles. Master! Master! What was that sound? Eek! So much blood. Maria? What happened this time? You keep getting stuck witnessing the worst things. What? What? Call a doctor. Someone with tight lips. Do not call the police. And don't make a scene. Got it? If so, then go on. Yes, sir. Right. Not everything has slipped from my grasp. My money and influence are all that's left. That is what you wanted, though, is it not? You sought money and power, no? Aren't you going to go? Yes, I will. But first, I would like to ask you something. What do you intend to do from here? What am I gonna do? Exactly the same as before. There is but one thing for me to do. I see. Will you eventually find solace in your riches? The way I see it, money and power can be your ally, but they can become your enemy in the blink of an eye.
Damn! Words of wisdom over in this bitch. Yeah.
If you do not put them into words, your feelings will never make it through to anyone. For unlike money, humans are not measurable by their appearance.
Damn. He failed to communicate to anyone what he held within his breast. He was chained down by his place in society, his pride, his relationships, and his own heart. And at some point, he found himself in a position where he was no longer able to speak his mind. After enough time, he likely forgot how to be genuine at all. Or perhaps someone like him simply would not, even if they knew how. In any event, there are many things in this world that cannot be communicated without being put into words. How sad that his tale should end without him expressing how he truly felt. How hard it must have been to never clear up his misunderstandings. After Jacob's confrontation with Maria, the Pacific Railroad was completed as scheduled. Celebratory cheers shook the new world as the last spike was driven into the rails. Jacob, however, could not even manage to smile listening to the telegraph. And I am sure you can take a guess as to why. The people with whom he wished to share that moment were not there. Shortly following her death, Jacob held a private funeral for Maria. Then, he commenced a search for the white-haired girl. But he did not do so alone. He hired others to help, did everything in his power to find her, tirelessly searching for many, many years. However, he never was able to locate her, and he spent the remainder of his life alone. Money, power, renown, servants. The world around him was always quite lively, but solitude was his only companion. He waited, and he waited, and he waited for the white-haired girl to return. The years crawled by, and with no family or loved ones at his side to care for him in old age, he died alone. Damn, that's sad. Got an achievement. Pig Iron Manor. And that's that. Alright. On to the next one. The door before you slowly drew shut. You could no longer hear the raucous sounds of the men from within the den. The faint scent of cigarette smoke, however, lingered in the air. Staring vaguely at the closed door, you noticed something was amiss. The maid, who had been holding your hand, was no longer at your side. You glanced around, but she was nowhere in sight. Down the corridor stretched only darkness. Not having anticipated this, you were unsure how to react. What's the matter? You lost, or you just trying to take in the sights? A voice called out to you, but it was not the maid's voice. Caught off guard, you spun around, confused, in search of the source. Where are you looking? I'm over here. Yeah, there you go. Little more to the left. Following the voice's instructions, you found yourself facing a wall. You look like you've just seen a ghost. Hey now, come on. Don't turn away. Yep, you got it. I'm the one talking to you. The voice was coming from within the painting. When you had passed by this wall on your way to the third door, a magnificent landscape painting had been hanging here. But now the canvas was a deep shade of black, as if it had been dipped into a vat of ink. Man in a painting. Been a while since I've talked to anyone. So tell me, can you hear me all right, can't you? Splendid. Been so long since I've had a conversation, I was afraid I might have forgotten how to talk. So tell me, who might you be? You don't know? Well, isn't that quite the pickle? Then how about we have a little chat, eh? You got yourself turned around and aren't sure where to go, yeah? Well, I'll be happy to tell you anything I can. Just ask away. The painting sounded rather high-spirited. Perhaps he was simply excited to have an opportunity to speak with someone. So you decided you would ask the painting a few questions. Ooh! Oh, shit. I don't remember. What if I save here at this point? Does it just bring me to, like, 1 or 2 sections back? I think it does, but let me try. Load. Yeah, okay, it just brings you... Okay, cool. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to end it here. Weird place, I know to do it. But I like doing it this way, especially when it's very important on what I do. Which I want your feedback on what questions I should ask in what order. I don't know if it matters, but if there is any specific order you want me to do it in, then I'll take it into consideration. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, don't spoil anything. Don't tell me, like, this is for the true ending, or I don't know if there's multiple endings, but if that's the case, don't do that. Just, you know, do it in the order. Like, who am I? Who's the maid? Who are you? What is this place? Like that. Just leave it as that. Alright? But yeah. That was a fun door. No, it wasn't. I don't know what to think. What was that exactly? That was an experience. Completely different from the first two. But we did get to see a little of something. The painting that was scratched out from the first door appeared in the third door. That's interesting. So, yeah. What the hell is that about? Huh. Some questions have certainly popped up, perked up. No answers, though. Just questions. But it's getting more interesting. That's a fact. And hopefully, I know I keep repeating myself, but it has to happen. I have to say this. I hope I get answers soon. Thanks for sticking around until this far. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there will be more The House in Fata Morgana soon. I think I'll start doing that for all the main characters. Speaking like that, you know? I was a little bit leaning towards how I spoke with the Beast, but I altered it just slightly. I think I liked it. I think I'll do that from now on. Just give the main male characters of each door that voice. I think I'll do that from now on. I did try my best to give my tone of voice a little bit softer in a lower note for the girl's voice. I kind of perfected it at the end here, just a little bit, but with the maid, I think. I don't know. Just let me know. Give me your thoughts. Any feedback. But yeah, I'll see you all next time for the fourth door, perhaps. I don't know who this man in the painting is, but I guess we'll find out, shall we? See you all next time. Bye-bye.